Peace, peace, peace. This your boy, Brother Antonio, and I'm about to drop some heat for y'all. I ain't gonna front, man. I'm kind of tired. Been doing my fast, spiritual fast. This is day 2, so I'm kind of tired. But I'm about to drop this video because I've been wanting to speak on this for some time. And this video is called Cleaning Up the Hood. Cleaning up the hood, from my hood to yours. From southwest, northwest, northeast, southeast. I just want to build on that. Because if we're talking about cleaning up ourselves, then we also got to talk about our environment too. Because our environment will play a key part in our development. So studies show that your environment plays a big part in your health. And I'm just going to give some examples. So, growing up, we didn't have many healthy options. So I grew up in many places in Roanoke, but one of the places that I spent most of my time was in Southwest. So, a lot of the food that I was eating came from the restaurants in Southwest. So one of the places was Chuck Seafood. Save-A-Lot. Save-A-Lot was another place that I would go shopping. It was another place called, I think Sakina's on 13th Street was another place that I would get my food from. And poor community with poor health equals poor decision making and choices. Poor community with a poor health equals poor decision making and choices. So when I looked around my environment, I seen the connection in the food that we consume, because the foods that we consume don't support life. They don't support health. They support death. And you can see the same. You can see that reflection within the human beings. You can see that same reflection within the people that's in that particular neighborhood. Not only do they have poor health, but financially, they didn't have what they needed to survive. So that made the poor consciousness. And when you have a poor consciousness, more than likely you're in a state of ignorance. And when you're in a state of ignorance, you're not making smart choices. And this is what creates a sick environment. When you have individuals or groups of people who are consuming unhealthy foods, who are consuming unhealthy lifestyle, and this lifestyle starts to manifest within the hood. So now you see the drug abuse. Now you see the alcohol abuse. Now you see the domestic violence. Now you see the assault. Now you see the rape. And all this is connected to diet. All this is connected to diet. So as I became more conscious, I started to experience the world a little bit more. I started to read a little bit more. I started to reach out to other people who is enlightened to living a better lifestyle. I started to expand on my environment. I started to get into other things. So one thing that I noticed, I now live in the Grandin area. And to me, the Grandin area is the most conscious place in Roanoke, because you have people in the Grandin area who's striving to live a certain lifestyle. And you have many forms of people who have different levels of consciousness. So in the Grandin area, we have the co-op. And then we also have Wasina Park. And also it feels like a little small community. It feels like a small community. Everybody knows each other. Not saying it's no crime and stuff. We're not saying we don't have crime over here. But what I'm saying is, like, energetically, it's a lot different. And the thing is, Grandin is just right across the street from my old neighborhood, from Southwest. It's right across, but you can definitely see the difference between the Grandin area and the Hurt Park area. And if you look at the environment, the stores, the people. Like, all that plays a part. So, and not saying like no way is right or wrong. No environment is better than the next. But it's up to the people that's in that environment to change that environment. And this is what I want to speak about. Because we have to start, if we're talking about cleaning up ourselves, once we start cleaning up ourselves, we have to start cleaning up our environment. Because our environment is a reflection of the self. So, our environment plays a role in our wellness. We are nothing more, nothing less than what we expose ourselves to. Sick people only identify with sick people. Let me repeat that. Sick people only identify with sick people. If you've never been exposed to a healthy person, you're not going to know what a healthy person is. If you've never been exposed to holistic natural healing, you're not going to know what it is. And anything that you're not used to seeing, you're going to judge it. You're going to criticize it. You're not going to trust it. I can remember when I was becoming conscious and I was wanting to eat better, people would judge me because I wanted to eat a plant-based diet. They would judge me because they seen I was losing a little weight. Because I was shedding all that poison out of my body. But the people in my environment, Southwest, Northwest, it's so many sick people, people that's overweight, people who have mental issues, people who have physical issues, anything that doesn't look like that, they judge it. And I can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've never been exposed to that, you're not gonna know what health is. The only reference point you're gonna know, and you're gonna get your idea from what it means to be healthy, is from hearsay, from word of mouth, from the things you've been exposed to dealing with the medical field, which you might heard from your doctor, or you might get some type of information from an older relative or elder or something like that. But we never take the time to research and try to and study health for ourselves. We also thought it was cool to be destructive. Like in the hood, like we think it's cool to be destructive. I can remember growing up doing some destructive things that I'm not even going to talk about on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to speak about it. But it was very destructive, and that destructive behavior is a reflection of the destruction that we're putting in our body, that we're putting in our mind, and then we manifest it externally. And we put this destruction on our family. We put this destruction on our friends. We put this destruction in our neighborhood. If you live in a low poverty neighborhood, then more than likely your health will be poor because of lack of knowledge and resources. So that means we have to grow our knowledge. We have to grow our awareness. We have to. They also say poor people have more health issues due to their environment. Man, we all have family members who have died from some type of disease. I done had multiple family members die from disease. A lot of this stuff could have been prevented. A lot of that stuff could have been slowed down if they would have known the importance of not only eating healthy and working out, but developing the mindset. Developing the mindset and the lifestyle. So when you go in the hood, all you see is corner stores. You see these corner stores, and what are they selling? They're selling you sugary foods, sugary drinks, alcohol. That's what they give you. And even if you're getting bread, if you're getting all that other little stuff, those foods don't have any nutritional value to it. So you're pretty much eating dead food. And we want to get away from that. Now let's get to the restaurants. The restaurants in the hood are selling us death, and we enjoy it. We love it. The fried foods, the greasy foods, the sugary foods, we love that stuff. And if someone like me comes out and speaks on that, I would be looked at as crazy. But we can clearly see in our neighborhoods that our people are sick. We can clearly see that, and we can't make that connection that the foods that you're selling at these restaurants is killing the people. Let me repeat that. The foods that you're selling at the restaurant is killing the people. And I know that's what the people like. I know the people like the fried foods. I know the people like the greasy foods. I know that. But if we really trying to make Roanoke different and make Roanoke a better place, we got to start switching things up. And if we talking about if these restaurants are, I'm getting a little too hyped. I gotta slow down. I'm gonna take a couple breaths. Now, if these restaurants want to get on the trend of selling healthy foods, do it right. Do it right. Don't sell our people so-called healthy foods, but yet you still selling them GMO foods. You still selling them highly processed foods, and you're just labeling it as healthy. Nah, we can't rock like that no more. Like you go either do it right or don't do it at all. Real talk. Some of the health issues are cancer. That's destroying our community. Some of the health issues are cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cognitive decline, and a short lifespan. Health is about a journey, not a destination. My goal in living a life of wellness is not about trying to live to 100 years old. Nah, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's to inspire and to activate certain things in individuals to make them want to live a better lifestyle. That's what it's about. I don't care about having the biggest muscles. I don't care about lifting the most weights. I don't care about who can follow the Dr. Sebi's health program the best. Like, I don't care about that stuff, because true health is not dealing with the foods that you're eating or how much weight you can lift. True health deals with, is your heart pure? Is your mind pure? Are you striving to get these things pure? That's true health. Because you can have a person who eats a Dr. Sebi diet, who buys all his products, who's working out every single day, but yet mentally they're still in the box. Mentally they have a high level of arrogance. Mentally they're driven by their ego. Mentally they still have a lot of things that is stopping them from moving forward. They still have a lot of negativity. So we can't just put health in the box of thinking just because we're eating healthy and we're working out that we're healthy. Nah, that's not holistic. That's only a small piece. That's only a small piece of what it means to be a healthy person. I grew up in both environments. So I'm seeing this from both angles. I'm seeing this, so I have a clear vision on the problems that are being plagued in the community, in the black community. And the thing is, we're not addressing them. We're looking at everything else but the real problems in the hood. And the reason why we're not looking at it, because we know when we start looking at these problems, we're going to have to make changes. And a lot of you don't want to change. You don't want to stop eating the same. You know that the same foods that you're consuming is killing you, but yet you still eat it because you're emotionally attached to it. And a lot of these same ones that's emotionally attached to these destructive devices, whether it be the food, the music, these are the same ones who want to ignite the people or lead the people. And that's, to me, that's dangerous, because you're leading the people right into destruction right again, because you're not even pointing out the real issues, because you're not even dealing with your real issues. So I just want to read something dealing with some research that I was doing. And what does studies say about how our environment affects our health? According to the Journal of Community Health, January the 28th, 2015 study found that children who are exposed to green space, particularly at school, experience improvement in cognitive, your brain, development, Other research links exposure to green space. Green space is just dealing with like nature, like gardens, parks, etc. So other research links exposure to green space to a lower risk of circulatory disease and child obesity, improved well-being, and even fewer gun-related assaults. Let me repeat that. Other research links exposure to green space to lower a risk of circulatory diseases and childhood obesity, improved well-being, and even fewer gun-related assaults. I was watching this documentary on Netflix called, I think it's called Buddha Dharma. The Dharma brothers. And it was about inmates who took on meditation in a particular prison system. And with this meditation, they had the opportunity to release a lot of their pain. And also what this study showed was the violence in the prison system started to decline. Even it was another study showed that it was a prison system. I'm not sure of the name and where it was at in the United States, but you can look it up. It was a prison system that they fed the inmates vegan foods. They fed the inmates vegan foods, and again, the crime and the violence in the prison system declined. So that right there shows you. That's two examples that shows you that our environment plays a big part in our health. So, where was I at? So, green space may be beneficial in a number of other ways. First, access to a park and other areas can provide people with safe, pleasant places to play, walk, and socialize. We don't have that. We need to get that. I know if I go on Grandin, I can have that environment. I can be in that environment. But what we have to start doing, we have to start modeling our neighborhoods off the model that we can see in Grandin. Like Grandin has certain restaurants, certain stores that promote wellness within the community. And again, we have to do it right, man. We can't just do it any type of way. We can't just see it as like some type of capital gain. Like we have to do it right. Like if you're gonna live a healthy life, like do it right. Don't half step, because again, you're gonna mislead the people. And if you mislead the people, like if I see it, I'm gonna call it out, because I know the importance of getting this thing right. And if we don't get it right, then we're just gonna continue being the same cycle. So being in the presence of natural elements such as trees, grass, flowers, and water can what? Boost your mood. Let me repeat that. Being in the presence of natural elements such as trees, grass, flowers, and water can boost your mood. A lot of us don't like to be outside, man. A lot of us are scared of the sun. We scared of the sun. We'd rather be in a house in the air condition, in an artificial environment. We'd rather be in an artificial environment than be in the elements. And trees and plants can help counter air pollution from dust and environmental erosion. So, what is our healthy food choices in the hood? First of all, we ain't got none. Even the ones that may think they have an idea of what a healthy food choice is, more than likely, if you really examine it, it's not. Like I said, if you're going to do it right. Corner stores are not selling us anything that's healthy. The fast food is not selling us anything that's healthy. A lot of us are consuming the typical American junk food diet. Foods that cause dis-ease. So, we also have to have areas for activity. Workout parks. A boxing gym. Like they took our boxing gym. Like we had a boxing gym on I think it was 12th for Melrose or something like that. We had a boxing gym, and we no longer have that. That hurt the hood. A lot of kids who were in the hood, who were running the street, used to come into the boxing gym, and that was their outlet. That was their meditation. But that's now gone. We also got to start martial arts schools. Like we got to, my seafood has a martial arts schools right here on Salem Avenue. Wing Chun. We got to get into that type of stuff, man. Because if we're talking about being healthy, we're talking about being whole, we got to become more active. There's another study. The American Heart Association Scientific Session 2015 showed that people who moved from a neighborhood that required a vehicle to run errands to one that made it convenient to walk for such errands were significantly less likely to have high blood pressure than those who lived in a low, walkable neighborhood. So, we so caught up on trying to look good in their car with those big rims, with all that music, blowing that weed, but yet our health is declining. Like we don't even think. Like I remember growing up, like for you to walk or ride the bus was seen as like you are less than. But if you go to these bigger cities, you go to New York, you go to Atlanta, you go to places like California, and you go to these other places, like people always walking, catching the bus, staying active. But only in Roanoke, where people will judge you, people will belittle you just because you're not trying to live a certain lifestyle. And we can clearly see that the lifestyle that people are striving to live is slowly killing them. That's why they constantly stressed. That's why they constantly are being exposed to negativity. That's why they constantly doing the drugs. That's why they constantly drinking alcohol. Another study found that people who lived in neighborhoods with access to physical activity resources had a 21% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So, what's the solution? Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I've been working with different healers. Not only from Roanoke, but from around the United States. And we're coming together. And we're creating a blueprint. And this blueprint, if the ancestors allow it, I promise you, this blueprint is going to change the consciousness of Roanoke, Virginia. Promise you that. The things that I'm studying, the things that I'm being exposed to, the information that I'm exposed to, is going to change the consciousness of the individuals in Roanoke. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So, some of the ideas, I just throw some out. We gotta start setting up meditation groups. Matter of fact, this summer I'm gonna have meditation groups, and I'm going to show people how to go within themselves and how to slow down their mind, how to get a better understanding of their mind, how to get a better understanding of their breath, teach them how to breathe. We also have to start. I know some people have already started these, but like run and walk groups. I know I've seen a couple of those, but we got to keep that going. We also got to have wellness festivals. Like I said, we work. Man, I'm telling you, putting in some work. Got to do that. Got to also get the local officials involved. The local politicians. Like they really care about us. If they really want us to, if they really want Roanoke to be a better place, invest in creating a wellness platform for the people. Yeah, we can talk about economics, owning your own business, all that's cool. But guess what? If you don't get your health together, then you're not gonna be enjoying none of that stuff. You're not gonna be enjoying none of that stuff. So I think I just got a package. So, what else? Poverty equals bad health. Poverty equals bad health. So that's why we see cancer, obesity, diabetes. What else? What else do we see? Cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, etc. Poverty. And I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about up here. Poverty. Our consciousness. We broke. We don't want to study. We just want to talk. We just want to gossip. We just want to act like we know, but we don't really want to put in that real work to make a real transformation. If we're not trying to build on this particular level, then we're going to continue to see the same cycles in Roanoke. We're going to continue to see it. I don't care how many businesses you put up. I don't care how much economic you try to create. But guess what? You're going to be getting economics, but guess what? You're still going to be passing on that disease to your family. You're still going to be passing on that same sickness, that mental and physical sickness to your family and your friends. Because we can pass mental sickness on to our family and our friends. All that negativity, the low self-esteem, the fear, the worry, like all that's a mental sickness. Because it's not natural. That's not natural to constantly be in that state. I know that's a part of the human experience, but to be constantly in that state, that is not natural. And it's a form of a dis-ease. Dis-ease, meaning no harmony within yourself. So, we got to start protecting the neighborhoods from toxicity. We have to start doing it. How do we do it? It starts with self. It starts with self. It starts with you. Making a real choice. Understanding what it means to be healthy. Understanding how to heal yourself. Gotta get your diet right. Gotta let go of the white flour, the white sugar. Gotta let go. Gotta cut back on the meat. Gotta cut back on that meat. Gotta drink more. You gotta drink more water. You gotta understand the herbs. You gotta start connecting with nature. You gotta start connecting with nature. You can't be scared of nature. You can't be scared to get your feet dirty. You can't be scared to put your feet in the ground, on the earth. Like we have been removed so far from nature. This is what is killing us. We don't have any connection to nature anymore. Guess what? The way we live is not working. It's not working. So logically, it only makes sense to try something else. But a lot of times we can't try anything else because we're so attached. We attach to the destruction. We detach to our destruction. Let me repeat that. We are attached to our destruction. So we have to make better choices that preserve life, eat life over death, and watch your world start to change and get better. It starts with you. It starts with you. No more mediocrity. No more. It starts with you. We have to come together to fix this problem. We have to come together to heal. If we can come together to heal, then we'll be okay. We got to drop the labels. Our wellness is a reflection of what's inside of us.